Greetings, pro wrestling fans, and thank you for tuning into the first ever Pro Wrestling Look Back podcast. Tonight we're going to be looking back at Monday Night Raw from January 29th, 2018. I'm sitting here with
Zach,
Donovan,
and myself, Nick. We're going to dive right into the show, and we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. I think at the beginning, I think we should just go around the table and maybe give top two matches, top match, just kind of get the audience versed in what kind of wrestling we're into. I'll start with Zach, if he's ready.
favorite two matches of all time, I'll probably say is the one from last year with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. That was probably the craziest match I've ever seen in my entire life.
Nice.
The Bruiserweight actually kicked some ass and shit.
It's definitely a good one.
And then the other one I'd probably say is when the Hardys came back last year from WrestleMania.
Going with some new ones.
Yeah, I don't know, I did watch back in the day, but up to date version of those, that was sick. That was probably my most
it's good,
favorite.
Man. Like I said, just be open. We're trying to just give the fans a little bit of a perspective of the kind of matches you're into.
Fucking right, man. Fucking right.
Donovan, how about yourself?
I am going to go with the famous Money in the Bank match from 2012 between CM Punk and John Cena for the WWE title.
Really
I love the story behind that match, the story they told in the ring. Punk's one of my guys. Cena's great too.
Punk's sick.
And
who doesn't love CM Punk? I mean, I could do with it the CM Punk chants all the time, but
he's still sick though, man.
That's good. That's good. Anything else? Or?
Second, I would go with I'm gonna say Austin and Brett from WrestleMania.
Oh, that's another.
Yeah, I mean, just because of the fact of the double turn, the way they did that. What a story, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Good answers, boys. But I think myself, I'm gonna have to always go with the old faithful. I've always said, and that's Halloween Havoc 1997 with Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. It's probably, I don't know, as far as luchas and Mexican wrestling goes, it's definitely one of the best matches ever.
That shit was gnarly.
Yeah,
I forgot about that
Rey
actually
Mysterio's
until you said that.
Purple suit.
Yeah.
The WCW ring, even with the Slim Jim sponsors, I don't know, it's a stupid thing to say, but that time, that era, it was just different. And the set too, Halloween set of Halloween Havoc was great. And then my other one that me and Donovan watched recently was the 2004 Randy Orton over the deceased Chris Benoit. Just a great match altogether from beginning to end, as far as almost a double turn, but not a double turn in the sense of both guys turning, but really changing the heel into a babyface in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a match that's going to stick out for me, as well as it being around the time I kind of got into wrestling in early 2004. So yeah. That's a good one for me. But other than that,
well, 4 was a crazy year too.
Yeah, it was a
Royal
different
Rumble
time,
nuts.
Ups and downs at that time, and yeah. Other than that, I think we should get into tonight's Raw. I want to let you guys do a little bit of the talking here at the beginning, just because I really want to get your perspective. But we opened the show, obviously we had our Rumble video, our package from last night. Shinsuke, my boy, coming through with the win over the company favorite, the Roman Reigns,
the big
dog himself. And we had Auska winning, and
I'm so glad he wasn't 30. By the way, I'm sorry to interrupt.
I mean, Donovan was hoping for a Ziggler.
I was sure. My pick, Dolph Ziggler, number 30. I thought for a second maybe he was gonna take the Rumble, but
especially after
he got some good offense. He did get some good offense in.
He did.
For a second,
that he did.
He was super kicking everybody.
Yeah, I agree with that. Especially after when he gave away his belt like that. Thought he was going to come back and actually be like, okay, yeah, he's definitely winning for sure.
Yeah.
But to come out 30 after quitting, I mean, we are recording this, pre-SmackDown this week, so we'll have to see what happens there. But, yeah. And then obviously at the beginning of Raw, we had Stephanie come out and kind of address the situation from last night. I just kind of want to get your guys' take on, Stephanie coming out and then Auska coming out as well and giving her little yelling speech. It was good. I don't mean to.
Well, first of all, I love Japanese fighters, but I had no idea what the hell she was saying.
Yeah.
But she obviously was getting the crowd fired up, but
yeah, obviously.
It was still sick. I would still like to see Ronda Rousey come out, though. I was a little ashamed that Sasha came out of nowhere. It's Like, I even stood up. Like, you even see me. I stood up, and I was like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
I thought for sure she was going to come out, but...
I think we were
especially
all
after saying that she's
Ronda.
signing this full-time contract thing. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought for sure she was going to be out, but who knows? Maybe even SmackDown. Like, you know what I mean? We haven't seen that yet, but, like, we'll see. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to be something Stephanie involved, but...
I agree.
What do you think about the opening segment there, Donovan?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed we didn't get to see Ronda throughout at any of Raw, really.
Yeah.
After last night, you would think that maybe they would want to... I thought the show was going to open up with Ronda, honestly. Coming out and kind of addressing what...
Yeah, I think that's.
I could see that too, because after they did the little promo for her in the beginning, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They did some little segment in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, maybe she is. Like,
That's
you know what
kind
I mean?
of what I was expecting.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a thread throughout this show we're doing here tonight. But other than that, I mean, I have what I written down here was meh. So, I mean, that kind of speaks...
Sums it up for the
Yeah,
most part
I mean,
of
it was a good... And we know we're going to get a good match between Sasha and Auska.
Yeah.
But it just... I don't think it was what the crowd was looking for or people at home
Also,
were looking for.
No, I did find it interesting they chose to go that direction with the Auska promo all in Japanese for the most part, right? That was an interesting kind of...
I prefer that over her saying 2 words in English.
Is her English not that great? I haven't heard her...
It's not the best, but I'd
She was talking tonight.
I'd rather have her talk as much as she can in English or just go crazy like she did in Japanese.
Okay.
Well, the way that she does it is
Personally.
hilarious anyway, so just, like, you know what I mean? The
It's-
fans like it too,
the
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So keep doing what you got to do, like...
Of course.
Yeah.
For sure.
Of course, so, I mean, we had our normal commercial break, and then we came back, and we had the last man standing match with Braun Strowman and Kane, or other people refer to him as the Demon Kane.
Or as people want to say, this is taking way too long, and why are they still fighting after 4.5 months? And why does Braun Strowman still not have the championship?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. That's me. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but, like, Brock's not there full time, man. Like, and that's what pisses me off. But whatever. It's the way that they make ratings, and I understand. Like, they still sell out and stuff. It's not like people don't go. Like, I understand, but just give Braun the belt for like a month and a half.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't care.
So,
Like,
what did you think of the last man standing match?
that was a little too much. Like, I thought it was sick in the beginning, but, like, then all of a sudden it was only 10 minutes. Like, we were all talking. I was like, man, like, this is starting off really, really early, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be really nice. And then 10 minutes later, this guy flips a table on him, and the match is done.
Yeah.
So it's just like I was expecting.
Not
a little
even
bit more.
for the 10 count. They didn't even go for that at all.
He basically just kind of said, this guy's
ring
not
the bell.
standing anymore.
Yeah,
It's over.
yeah. It said like there
I
was
mean,
a
it
no
was
DQs.
the
I was like,
stage
see ya, but
per se. I mean, however they want to. I mean, they sure showed it to us enough tonight. I mean, we saw it again and again and again.
Yeah.
But one thing I have to get in, it's a small thing, but I seen Braun setting up the table prior to the commercial break, and I was like, well, this is cool. I have not really seen a guy come to the ring so determined in a match that he's going to set up tables before the match is even starting, especially outside the ring.
Did he also throw a couple of chairs in the ring too?
Yeah, he was kind of just getting ready, which I mean, is great anyway,
Yeah.
but it's just the table thing. I don't know, it caught me. And then I was kind of curious when they came back for commercial what that was going to be, and then they were already in the crowd. They had completely forgotten about that.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
unless they did something during the commercial that we didn't see, which is obviously possible. We're not going to have any in-arena perspective on this show, but not for this event at least. But, yeah, I don't know. I had to get that in. It was something small, but it was good. And then we had, after that, we had Kurt Angle come out and ask Braun, what was it? He told him to calm down? Or
Oh, I totally forgot about this part. Yes, yeah, the backstage. It was a backstage.
oh,
Segment
the little
between-
argument that they had,
Yeah.
that was sick.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't out on the stage. It was backstage. Out on the
And
stage.
then Braun was
something
just
else.
like, you know what, like, okay, and I should have done more. Like, that's hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. Like, that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
I didn't mind that. Like,
the
I didn't
yell
mind that.
from him, you know what? I don't like guys screaming all the time like Ziggler and even Samoa Joe does sometimes, but to take a quote from Wade Keller, I have to say that because, you know, that's just, I mean, those aren't my words, but
The legend.
yeah, himself. But the yell worked for me tonight because we get Braun with his raw yell, but we don't get him really promo screaming the way he did at Kurt. I enjoyed that, but God, do I miss old Kurt Angle. This Kurt Angle that we've been given here in 2017, 2018 now is just not.
That cost $12 million.
Yeah.
It seems like he's just completely reading off script most of the time. I don't know. I thought tonight was a little better, though, in all honesty. I thought tonight was a little better than usual.
For sure. No, especially when he
called the cops off, Kurt Angle. You know what I mean? I thought tonight was a little better.
Absolutely.
And as far as Braun, I think
and
with him, it's good. It's good. Don't let him talk too much. Less is more, you know?
For sure, but where's Kane? Apparently he left the medical facility, quote unquote, Michael Cole.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I have that written down, too. But that, Donovan, you were kind of, I don't know if you were joking with us, but you wanted to see that on TV. But I'm kind of happy.
I don't know.
I'm kind of happy
I don't know about that.
Left that to Michael Cole telling us about it. I don't know if we needed a cut
that was
scene
totally me messing around.
At the, at the hospital. But, yeah, I don't know. Anything else to say about that match?
No, not really, to be honest. Well, first of all, I thought for sure Kane was going to come back after when Michael Cole was talking about how he left the medical facility again. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens next week.
All right, so I think that's everything about the Last Man Standing match. We'll move right into the next thing with Elias in the ring. I'm going to let you start this one off, Donovan. I just got a feeling...
Yeah, don't let me start with this one.
Have something to say... Whether it's even, you can bring in the Matt stuff from last night or, you know, them fighting in the Rumble and whatnot. But, yeah, I'm going to give this one to you.
Did Matt have, no, he didn't have any interaction with Elias in the Rumble, did he?
Yeah, oh yeah, they teamed up. Or not Elias, sorry.
And Bray.
Bray, yeah.
Yes.
Bray.
So, yeah, going back to that first in the Rumble last night, I thought that was kind of interesting because I almost feel like that's the direction that this could head between Matt and Bray, is that they could end up being some type of tag team, maybe.
That's what I was saying earlier in the show.
That feud just, I don't know, it's all right, but what's it really, what are they working to?
Right now it's promo videos from the production team trying to...
they're going to fight again. I think they're going to fight an Elimination Chamber.
I feel like, which just sounds bad, but it's...
They just started with it though, right? Like they just came to the agreement where he can do the woken stuff or whatever. Which, by the way, what's going on with the broken thing?
The broken thing's gone. That was, which I'm fine with though, because they kind of played.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Sure,
they played it off in a way that he's broken, so now he's woken.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's kind of how they've played it off to be like he broke down, and then this is the new woken. He's woken. He's woken up to.
For sure.
The multiverse.
I think for sure though they're gonna fight an Elimination Chamber though. I think they're still gonna do another build up for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What Donovan said with the tag team thing, I think they'll have a feud, and then it's possible they could be a tag team, or I don't know when Jeff's scheduled to come back. But
that's what I was gonna say. I think Jeff Hardy might be on the shelf a little while. So
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
we'll see what happens there.
But for sure, I just, with the whole Elias situation, like that's why I said I didn't want to start first. I don't like him at all. I think it's ridiculous.
Not an Elias
fan. He wants to walk with Elias. No, I don't want to walk with you. Nobody wants to walk with you.
Question.
It's the worst thing in the world. But I don't know. He's okay, I guess. Like I haven't really heard too much about him in the Indies, but I heard he was okay in the Indies and shit. But he's not too bad. Like I heard his build-up was good in NXT, so it's good to see him now.
That's what I was going to get to is... Did you see the NXT stuff? Because I saw...
NXT, I saw a little bit of him.
When he was coming out, when he was just the Drifter,
yep.
It was a different thing because there's not many guys that don't get over in NXT and then get called up and are now over. Because this guy was hated in NXT, and not in a heel way, in like a, we don't want to see you.
Yeah.
Well, did
Jason Jordan kind of way.
Yeah,
even though
it took him forever to get up there, too, did it not?
It did. I mean, not compared to some guys. I mean...
For sure.
You know,
I've seen a couple. Yeah, I've seen a couple of the guys.
He came up relatively quick. I mean, they dropped the Drifter and they dropped the Samson.
Yes.
The Samson thing too. I remember that.
They just made it Elias, but I guess he does his thing. He goes to the ring and he chirps the crowd for the night. That's kind of his gimmick.
Yeah, I like him. I'm an Elias fan.
Yeah, I kind of am too. But I mean, I
think he's solid in the ring.
Lots to talk about. I mean, down the road.
Well, we'll see what happens in the Elimination Chamber. You know, I hope he does really well.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it with this match. I mean we had a Bray Wyatt distraction, a music distraction.
Not too surprised by that. Yeah.
Which I mean I have yawn written down, so
yeah,
that kind of
we all had yawn. I think
my feelings.
Yeah, the match wasn't bad. A little quick. The Bray Wyatt distraction.
Yeah, my yawn obviously was more directed towards the
finish of the...
Yeah, no offense to the Divas, but the Diva distraction. I'm looking this way, and now I'm looking that way, and now I'm getting pinned and I'm losing.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, we've got... I mean, not other than that, but on to we got Elias going to the Elimination Chamber, so I mean that can bring up multiple things, especially with what we're going to talk about later in the main event with John Cena and Finn Balor fighting to see who can go in the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, we had that, and then we had Bray Wyatt laughing on the screen
for
a little while.
Slipped my mind too.
I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. It's nothing different than.
We've been doing it for the last month anyway, so yeah.
Yeah,
the first time they did it was hilarious.
Whether it's Matt laughing or Bray laughing.
Well, you guys can't deny it. Like the first time they did it, it's hilarious. Like it was actually good.
Yeah.
They just went back and forth. Like that was pretty jokes. But afterwards, like okay.
Yeah, we get it.
So you're gonna come on screen and just do this the whole time? It's like okay, like you can just do this in the ring after, I guess.
We'll see what happens with them going forward. But after that, we had a Miz iPhone, WWE's new favorite thing in the world to do, promo of him kind of cutting a promo a little bit about Roman last night in the title match, making fun of Philadelphia a little bit, and kind of talking about how he's got to fight Roman next.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on the match? Kind of starting from Raw 25 to now, just the Miz Roman, arc that we've been given in the first little bit.
A little mini feud.
Yeah.
You can call it, yeah. I don't know. Ultimately, I feel that Roman is going to be main eventing WrestleMania, so I feel like the Miz taking the belt back was expected almost.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think we've all known that Roman was gonna.
They have good matches. They have good chemistry, so I can say that I do enjoy their matches.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. I do bash Roman a lot, but I can't bash him for that. I bash him more for the constant pushing and main eventing, but that's a different conversation and a different podcast altogether. But I've enjoyed their little back and forth. I think we kind of knew, and I think it shows the respect that WWE has for the Miz to take away the title and then immediately put it back on him.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I don't know. Like I liked Roman for a while when he was champion, but like I understand like what you're trying to say. Like he actually might main event WrestleMania again. Like obviously no one wants to see. I don't really want to see it either, but. I don't know. It's a nice little change. I think everyone knew that Miz was going to probably be champion again, so I don't mind him with the belt. So I hope going forward though that like I don't know who else is going to get a push, but like hopefully it's somewhere good, like the Bobby Roode situation where he's going to do an open challenge. I hope Miz does something on the lines of that or something.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk more about that later again with the main event.
So,
but
yeah. Other than that though, the match was pretty good overall. Obviously.
Yeah,
two other goons are always going to get in there as well.
Perfect
in the Miztourage, but
right into the match. I wanted to point out one thing that we know our boy Younger here is not a big fan of. It's not the most normal thing, but there was a lot of chop blocking in this match.
Yeah, not my favorite.
Yeah,
not my favorite.
Not his favorite move. I mean, not the most dangerous, but not the most
It's just too much of it sometimes. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Too many chop blocks.
I think we got it a couple times last night on the pay-per-view as well.
Yeah, and I feel this is something I'm bringing up now for the first time, but I feel like it's a move that was more over back. I mean, this is a long time ago, but back in the Ric Flair days, like if you did a move like that was like a post-match angle setting up injury move.
That's right.
And now it's more of a not transition, but it's a move that you'll see,
Well, remember when the Usos were doing it last year? When they were having those matches with Gable and Jordan? Like, taking that knee? Oh,
absolutely.
I don't know. I just find it really grimy.
And this one I had written down just because I know you guys... I mean, I've been up and down with my watching wrestling over the years. I've been in and out here and there with stuff. But has Miz... Is that a figure four thing? Like, not the figure four thing. Has he been doing the figure four for a long time? Or is that something that he picked up in the last...
Because he pulled it out tonight, didn't he?
Yeah.
So, no, there was a point where... Ric Flair kind of was in his corner for a little bit, actually, and this was face Miz, which was not my most favorite.
Are we looking at like
run
13, 14, or earlier times?
Are we looking at when he was like reporting?
It was when he was taking on Wade Barrett. I remember he was feuding Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental title.
After. That was way after. Okay. My bad. That was way after.
Either way,
Ric Flair kind of passed the figure four down to him.
It was sort of okay.
Yeah.
Like he always did skull crushing finale. Always.
Yeah, that I knew. It was more just I seen that tonight, and it was just something that I wanted to kind of write down and then bring up to you guys later on, knowing that you might have an answer for that. But other than that, we get Roman, Superman punching the boys, the former...
I call them the two goons, but yeah.
Bolieve.
And the Axeman.
Yeah, I mean, what am I thinking of? The squad of guys. I don't know. The former name that they used to be called.
I don't even know, and who cares?
Yeah,
to be honest, I think I even know who it is, but whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Social
about.
outcasts.
Yes, there you go.
Sorry for the dead air.
More like social fucking
Social
retard.
outcasts.
But anyways,
But overall, no, the match wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm. I have one thing written down with. I mean, this is just me nitpicking Roman once again, but thumb to the eye, and a skull crushing finale and a kick out. I mean, I know it happens, but I don't know. It's just something I wanted to.
What do you mean? Like usually that's just like the finisher?
Well,
like,
to
that
me that's pretty. Yeah, I mean,
like,
you get a thumb to the eye, and then you get a skull crushing finale.
I agree with that.
I don't know if you should be kicking
Usually
out of that
matches
on Monday.
build up like that these days now, though, man. It doesn't matter if you're doing that.
Those
though,
two,
but,
I know. Like I said, it's nitpicking.
I agree.
Miz with the roll up for the win. I think that's pretty much it on that match. After that, I mean, I'm sure we had a nice commercial break or two. But we came back to Rhino and Heath versus the Revival. I know this was a match that
awesome, 5-star.
We weren't exactly hyped when we came back from commercial, and this was what we were getting. Yeah. It's more just like, I mean, again, I have it written down. Tell me a story. Why are these guys fighting?
It's not just that. Heath and Rhino have had so much camera time in 3 weeks. You said it last week.
Yeah, on Raw 25, the amount of camera time that Heath Slater.
Like the poker segment. Like, no.
Well, he's kind of their comedy. He's like their comedy guy right now.
I still felt for a big
like yesterday.
Like that. Like, they know camera time is expensive, man. Every minute is accounted for.
But Rumble,
the amount of time Heath got on that Raw 25 to me.
Yeah.
I mean, no, nothing to Heath. I mean, he's got kids, but like,
that's awesome.
It's
true though too. He's got to support that stuff.
But you know,
like him getting his ass whooped last night in Rumble, him not even making it to the ring after 5 guys or whatever it was. Or whooping his ass on the way down.
I enjoyed that. That was comedy, as Donovan said.
Cool.
That was good.
Yeah,
that's what he is. I mean, though, that's what Heath Slater is. Like,
yeah,
he's not. I wouldn't even call him a mid-carder intercontinental type guy. I mean, they are the former SmackDown Tag Team Champions, him and Rhino.
First ever.
Right? First ever.
They make sure they told us that tonight. Revival.
So yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting the direction of that team, because I remember a couple weeks back they kind of teased Rhino maybe changing.
Yeah,
Heath
it was
Slater,
almost like he was toughing him up, trying to get him over. I don't know, but I don't want to spend too much time on Heath. No offense to Heath, but I thought, I mean, it's Philly, so we're gonna get the ECW chance, especially with Rhino.
Oh yeah, throughout
the match. I thought the tactician stuff, tactician, however you want to say it, by Revival was pretty good. Just the working, cutting the ring in half essentially.
Yeah.
They're good stuff with that, and their promo after, like you just mentioned, about beating the first ever SmackDown Live Tag Team Champs. I don't know. I thought that brought it full circle. It made if that never would have happened, I feel like I would have been even more disappointed with the segment than I already was, I guess. Anything else about that match, guys?
Not really. It's nice that they're using the Revival more.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a while. I know what's his name was out for an injury for a long time, so it's nice to see him back. It wasn't Scott, right? It was the other one? I think Scott was out. I think it might have been Scott.
Sure.
I don't know. Again, to quote the famous Wade Keller, he always says, remember their names by the sun bounces off of Dawson's head because of the sun. So remember that Dawson is the bald one because of the sun.
Then that was him. He was the one that was injured.
That's a Wade Keller.
Then he was the one that was injured. But yes, but still, it's nice to see them get a little bit of push, see what happens. I know that Heath Slater and Rhino are not really like a push, but at the same time, they're using him more, see what happens. But Heath and Rhino, though, stop getting the camera times with them.
Yeah, spread it out.
Let's go.
Moving on. We may have had another iPhone promo or two. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the next major talking point is Sasha and Auska. I'll let you guys start it off. I think it was a good match, but it had a really boring start and then it picked up quick. And
yes,
I like Sasha turning heel, but I want to hear more of what you guys think about this one.
It's nice to see Sasha turn heel, to be honest. Like, even with yesterday, like, I liked it when she threw Bailey out of the ring.
Yeah, I feel like she was getting a little stale.
Yeah.
Working with
about time they're doing that,
I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about time they're doing that, though. But yeah, overall, though, it was a good match. Like, it was just nice. I just wish that Ronda would have came out, maybe, even for that part, too, as well. Because I said at the beginning, if they're not going to have Ronda in the beginning, come towards that match, or come at the end, or do something. Because that would have been sick to see, but... Because I think she's going to be a heel, too, like you said.
Ronda, I think she's waiting, yeah.
So, but I don't know. There's lots to say on that situation.
She was very smiley last night at the Rumble, though.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she was
very
all
smiley.
And people talked about that. Like, they're like, if you're gonna be heel like that, don't, like, it's supposed to be rowdy.
Definitely wasn't.
I think she was just really excited. She was like, if you saw the interviews after on ESPN, she was so excited.
Absolutely. Like we were talking about prior to recording, she's been a huge fan for a long time, and it's it's fun for her. I just hope it isn't her little fantasy camp.
Or this Brock Lesnar push where she gets like a championship match right away. Build that.
Yeah,
she signed a full-time agreement, so
she should get a big match right away, but maybe not with the champ. Like, maybe, I don't know. They'll do something, but
next week, let's see her. Hopefully.
Other stuff I have written down about the match. I've got a lot of bank statements. I felt like
we did get a couple of those.
There was at least 3 different times, which is fine. It's just a talking point, but I don't know. It was a long match, and Auska, she's going to come through with the win with the Auska lock, and I don't know. It was a good Raw match, and it's good to see the women, as per usual lately, getting multi-segment matches.
Yeah, like the flying knees off the top rope there that hit Auska in the head.
Yeah, there was a lot of
and Auska
sketchy bumps in this match.
Yeah, like I like that though. Like they have to start doing that more. Like it's nice with those two. Because those two in my eyes,
some of it too much though. You know what I mean? Save it. You don't need to do that every week on Monday Night Raw. Like a lot of us are tuning in anyway. Mm-hmm. Like we don't need that. I'd like that more on the pay-per-view, and then it means more. You know what I mean?
Especially, still nice to see that though. Like,
totally off topic, and I don't want to get too much into it. But Big E, he does it
the dive.
I feel like he almost does it every match now, and it's like I don't want to see that. That's something you should pull out for a big show and make the crowd pop for it.
I don't even know if I want to see Sasha doing that dive again, because it looked like she was going to break her neck tonight.
Oh, the one that her leg got caught
on the middle rope, and it looked like she was going to go straight on her head.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, and that's not I don't know. Sometimes you see that from her. Like there's things that she does that just, I don't know, it looks not all there. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. But I think that's pretty much it with that match too. Good match. I mean, good match. I don't want to say much else. But next up, the alternate named Brazzers Worldwide, in my opinion, versus
you got to tell the backstory of
versus the Barr. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get stereotypical, but this tag team to me just looks like the cover of an adult film with the two super pumped up and oily African American men and the blonde girl with the glasses and the school teacher outfit. I don't want to be, like I said, I don't want to be stereotypical, but to me this is just...
Hopefully Brazzers is listening to this, so we get a sponsor. Well, like that'd be sick too.
I just think, how did somebody not catch this? But I don't want to.
The new thing.
Dwell on this either.
Brazzers Worldwide. We're gonna refer to them as.
Yeah, I think that's something we can definitely do on this podcast. We definitely know that this podcast is, well, not for the fucking kids.
Hey, we should switch it in the game though.
Yeah,
even with the game,
we could do it. But other than that, it was a normal tag team match. It got intense at the end.
I thought for sure they had it
Apollo.
at first. Worldwide.
Apollo got close there with
Apollo had some good time in there,
and he's good too. Like,
I prefer him over Titus. I think Titus is he needs this tag team.
But it was back and forth. Not much to say. I mean, I don't know. The Barr wins and retains the championship. I think that was it. Was it a sketchy finish? I feel like I might have missed the actual quick roll up or anything, but I know it was a Barr with a win. If there's not much else, to say about that.
I got a question for you guys. Do you think that that's the end of this feud? Because before this, previously a couple weeks, we had seen Titus Worldwide get a couple of victories.
Yes.
And so do you think this is the end? Are we going to get a singles match next week with Apollo and Cesaro, or Sheamus and Titus?
Personally, I don't know about you, Zach, but I think this is the end. I'm not sure who's next slotted in. I can't think of right now.
Not right now.
The tag team, a tag team
I could see
that's
it
on
happening.
Raw.
Yeah, I could definitely see it happening.
I mean, I don't think they're going to put... We've talked enough about it on this show already, but Rhino and Heath in that spot.
Yeah.
Next, and I can't think...
If they're going to give them the camera time for the last 3 weeks...
Gallows and Anderson is a possibility.
The club, man. Club reunion.
Against
Let's do
Sheamus
this.
and Cesaro, because they are baby faces now. I mean, that's something they can do. And then, I mean, we know we've seen Miz work with Sheamus and Cesaro in the past. Yep. So if, we get a Fin Balor match with Miz in the future, then I could easily see 6-man tags showing up on Raw.
Sure.
Too sweet.
No problem. Too sweet. But yeah, moving on. Next, we've got our main event of the evening, which, I don't know, I felt like it flew by tonight. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for us. I feel like it might be a good thing.
Well, one thing I noticed about the show is there was a lot of action. Not a lot of talking segments, actually.
That's true.
The whole Raw. We didn't get a lot of ring promo tonight. It was a lot of action.
Or even segments backstage now that you say that. Like,
yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of matches, which, I mean, we're not going to complain about that.
Not complaining about that, no.
That is what we are here for. But, Zach, you got anything you want to say to start off our talk on the Finn Balor John Cena match?
Well,
first time ever.
To start off,
First time ever. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. Like,
There's
a lot to say about the whole Cena thing, going out of the ring a lot, talking and talking about talking to the fans a lot and like all that other stuff, taking a sweet time, getting back into the ring,
acknowledging the fans in a different kind of way usually see.
Yeah, like it was weird, but the match though in the beginning, like I don't know, the beginning was pretty cool. Like it was just simple stuff, get him to it, like a couple crossovers or whatever, a couple arm bars, the usual, but. It was pretty good overall in general. Like I enjoyed it. I thought for sure Carl Anderson or Gallows was going to come out to save him when he was getting into that the STFU. So the other version of STFU, but the
STF. No.
Yeah.
The formerly
not that WW,
STF.
Whatever. Yeah.
But yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Good match. I thought there was a lot of good holds. They were doing Greco-Roman knuckle locks, which is not something you're seeing on Raw a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something I like I mentioned at the very beginning with the Randy Orton Chris Benoit match from 2004. There's a lot of that in that match, and I don't know, it's just something I noticed watching the show tonight. Any thoughts for you, Donovan, on this match?
I honestly I kind of was going into it thinking that we were going to get some kind of a screwy finish. I wasn't 100%.
That's what I mean.
Sure,
Carl Anderson, I thought
really,
Gallows was going to come out and do something for him to win. That's why I thought.
That was
I don't know. But I don't know if that's.
I was thinking maybe we were going to get some carnage from Braun, maybe just screwing shit up.
Kane coming back from the medical facility,
or maybe even the Demon Kane too. I thought we were going to get Demon Kane.
Oh my god!
Because you know what, you might get Demon Kane in the Elimination Chamber. That's not...
All respect to Kane, though. I mean...
Oh, yeah. No.
Just, I don't want fans to think we don't like Kane. It's just...
Love Kane.
He's past his time.
He's a little past his prime.
Yeah, I agree.
But,
totally agree
but this is his last run, I feel. I feel like after Mania, he's probably going to make his way out.
Oh, yeah. I could totally see that. And, yeah, back to the match.
I'm kind of surprised, too, honestly, that John Cena took it. I was
going to say big FU, AA, whatever they want to call it. We're going to call it the FU here on our show because that's when we watched it. But
original, baby. Not the
AA. FU off the top rope.
Well, it is the AA.
Oh, yeah,
it was a big one. I mean, we all kind of knew as soon as he hit the ground off that top rope FU that was pretty much it. But I have it written down here. It's a great question. I'm going to open it up. Either one of you totally take it. But where does Balor go from here?
Well, yeah, I mean, you mentioned the thing with the Miz.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like that's maybe what's going on next for Finn Balor.
Try to get the club started against the Miz Taraj and Miz, I guess, but they're all kind of called the Miz Taraj.
I mean, where else do you go with like Finn Balor? What else is there for him after?
I don't know. I want to see him go far. Like I thought for sure he was going to get in. Like that pissed me off.
He may still get in. There's three spots, but I mean, yeah. How do you get to that, right? Unless,
No, I totally. We'll see. That's the one thing I think could happen is Miz. If not that, I don't know, it could be something with Elias too. I know that doesn't sound fantastic, but
we do got Elias in the chamber.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I mean. If I'm thinking if Cena and Elias don't progress.
Yeah.
But
I hate Elias.
Yeah. Other than that happening,
I hope he gets killed. No, actually not literally, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hope he gets his ass whooped. I love you, Elias, but not like that. But,
He's not your superstar.
No, he's not my,
No.
Try to see if he can do something else.
As you mentioned earlier, definitely. Without knowing 3 of the 6 members in the chamber match, do you guys think Cena has a chance at winning this thing?
No way. No fucking way. If he does, I'm going to stop watching wrestling.
Don't get ahead of yourself, because I mean...
I'm definitely getting ahead of myself. But, no, not at all.
Not at all. Like,
no, I don't. Not at all.
Because
no,
I was
like,
I was once the guy that said Dolph Ziggler had a 0% chance of coming out in the Rumble at number 30. And I told Donovan his favorite podcast star, shout out to Ryback, Conversation with the Big Guy. I said that he had a better chance of coming back. No offense to him.
Yeah.
Than the Zigman. So, yeah.
But yeah, as far as like other guys in the chamber and what did you Cena maybe winning it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Does he have a chance? Is there a chance Cena's winning this match?
After seeing what happened tonight, I kind of feel like the reason him and Elias are in there is to kind of build towards them too. Because I think ultimately we're going to get them at WrestleMania. I think we might even get Elias eliminating Cena from the chamber. That's going to be my early prediction for that.
Yeah, just because of the whole guitar over the back thing a couple weeks ago.
I think Elias is going to get him back because Cena
got... even bring that guitar in the chamber.
Cena got him in the Rumble. Cena threw out Elias.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So I think Elias is going to get one up on him and get the win.
That guitar comes into the ring. I hope Elias gets hit over the head with it, though.
Totally.
He better get his ass whipped.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think about the open spots in the chamber? Who do you see?
And I hope Seth gets in. I hope they do a match where you guys were saying before.
I totally see Seth fighting somebody next week.
For sure.
Jason Jordan.
I agree.
I
think that's what's going to happen.
I don't know if they'll do it that early for us. I think they're trying to save that.
Oh, we'll get it again.
It's definitely possible. What do we have in there? We've got John Cena. We've got the Drifter, Elias.
And Braun Strowman. So, I mean, we still could get Kane, especially with him crawling away from the emergency room and, being out there somewhere. Yeah.
We'll find out next week, But, yeah.
Yeah, other than that, I don't know.
I see Seth going in, or Jason.
Or both. And definitely...
And we could get... Sheamus and them are probably...
Hey, don't forget Roman.
Yeah, yeah.
Roman's going in.
Roman's in there, so that's penciled in. We might as well pencil him in already. No.
But who are we gonna get? We need some type of. There's gonna be a big match. Who's Roman gonna face to qualify? Are we gonna get Roman and Kane maybe?
No, because I see
Kane gonna get another shot.
I see Roman and Kane as almost being penciled in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe one more spot for somebody
like a Seth Rollins or Jason Jordan,
or even like an Apollo Crews. As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Somebody different like that. They
like to do that.
So if I had to ask you guys, what would be your standout moment from this Raw that we're breaking down here for the first ever Pro Wrestling Look Back podcast episode?
Young, you got anything for us? What was your favorite part of the night? I'm trying to think right now, fellas. From tonight, I don't know. From tonight, I guess I would say that in general, it's nice to see. It's nice to see like different like wrestlers come back, like even like Cena going to be in this chamber, like different stuff like that. But
that's cool.
The whole Auska situation is pretty cool. I don't know who she's going to pick yet. They still
the fact that they're bringing as much attention to it
for sure. Yeah, like I hope there's just more of a build up for it. We're going to wait in 4.5 weeks, I guess, for this next pay per view. But hopefully there's a good build up for that. So. But I don't know. In general, it was
absolutely, yeah. Just kind of wanted to get a
overall
takeaway from the show from you guys.
I enjoyed the women's match. That was probably...
Yeah, I also agree with that. That was, like we said, I mean, we didn't give it the best stabs ever, but it was definitely something. As crazy as it sounds, I don't know if it's just WWE doing their work, but I'm probably going to remember Braun flipping over the stage and the table. Honestly, I don't know if it's them showing it to us as many times as they did show it to us, or...
That's why I'm not really
or if
flipped out.
It's
That's
just
why I
a
never really
different
said that.
Thing.
But...
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen the stage before, you know what I mean? It was something different.
It was.
Might not be the best moment of the show, but it'll probably be something when I look back in a month, a year, whenever. It'll be, remember that show when we broke it down on the Pro Wrestling Look Back podcast. It was the night that Strowman flipped over that table.
Yeah.
Probably going to be something that sticks out for me. But
I agree. Yeah, I agree for sure.
But yeah, other than that, little points from the show. We had the coach.
Oh, I had it. Yeah.
The coach coming back. Was there something you were going to say there? Because, I mean...
Just another quick note on the whole title picture.
Yeah,
for
sure.
I mean, well, we had no Brock Lesnar tonight. What did you guys think about that? No Brock. I mean, is that kind of expected that we're not going to get?
Of course, it's expected.
Yeah, I was going to say it's kind of
after
a
Sorry, I'm not trying to sound rude.
After a pay-per-view.
I'm not trying to sound rude.
After a pay-per-view.
No, no
right?
way. No way.
No Brock.
The more surprise was Ronda. Yeah. That was the surprise.
Well, yeah, that was definitely something that I thought all three of us were anticipating coming into this show.
Yeah, and another thing, I mean, on the topic of Brock Lesnar, why is Brock Lesnar not defending the Universal title in the Elimination Chamber? Why is it a number one contender match?
This is almost the same answer I was going to give to him not being on the show, and it's not a good one. I'm not trying to defend this being a good answer, but it's to be expected. It's we've seen this championship since April, this run, and it's how it is. He comes for every other pay-per-view and a Raw here and there, and that's what we're going to get until the big dog himself, Roman Reigns, takes it at Mania. And I hate to say it, but it's just what's going to happen. And
I just think it would have been cool to see Brock in the Elimination Chamber. I mean, that's never happened.
They're doing the Women's Championship. They're doing the Women's Championship in the
What are you saying? Brock's going to be in the
Women's?
Women's?
No, I'm saying they're going to be doing the Women's Championship
for
the Elimination Chamber.
That's true.
So why not?
So they are. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that's the main event too. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's because I'm probably the biggest supporter of women's wrestling amongst the 3 and sometimes 4 of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
But it might be the main event as well. But yeah, other than that, like I was saying, back to Coach. I don't know if there's not much to talk about here, but Coach signing with WWE today. First night on, Booker getting the cold shoulder to the coachman. Any words? I mean, I thought he did a decent job, better than I was expecting, and I have written down that he had some good stuff going on with the Miz match. Just good little quips here and there. Nothing I have specific, but
yeah.
I didn't even know that he was even back until you guys said something. Well, until they popped up.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
But did you notice any different than Booker?
No, not really. I think I don't even know how he was supposed to react. I don't think. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
being first time being back,
still very early. Yeah, still very early.
Yeah,
but
it's good to see him back.
But it is sick. It is. I don't even care. I think it's great. Him or Booker doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Put any of them in there. Just don't lose Graves because Graves is my boy. So.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Graves and I don't know. I'm not a fan of it amongst the 3 sometimes 4 of us. But I'm a Michael Cole guy. To me, he's the face, or not the face, but the voice of WWE right now for us until Graves one day takes that over. But yeah, how'd you think of Coach there, Donovan?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like nothing too over the top. Like I said, I think it's still early, so we'll see how he does in this role in the next few weeks, I guess. But good to see the Coach back. I'm gonna miss Booker though, man.
Yeah,
Booker, I enjoyed Booker.
There was times he was
shit.
The highs were high and the lows were low.
I know Michael Cole and Graves. Like,
I hope we still get a little Booker maybe on I don't know,
maybe
not
for
on
the
SmackDown
Houston,
or
maybe for Houston.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll
for
see
the shows in Houston.
Maybe he'll be the 205 GM.
Oh,
maybe we might get Booker as the 205 GM.
I never would have thought about that. Actually,
yeah.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow night.
Very nice. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, only other thing I have down here for our show here, guys, is we got some new graphics, matchup screen, name bars.
That was like the first thing I wrote down, actually.
Yeah, the LEDs on the back. I love that. I think it's a real change up with the white. And I just like change sometimes with little stuff like this. I mean, I'm not somebody who loves change in the grand scheme, but with little things like this, I really it was good.
And it was a good time to do it too, I feel like.
After with the whole 25 of Raw and them trying, this is the next 25.
New generation.
It totally made sense. I thought that stuff turned out really good. Any other points from the show? I mean, I think this has been a great first episode of the Pro Wrestling LookBack.
So we didn't touch on it too much, but the Women's Elimination Chamber. What do you guys think about that? Alexa Bliss defending the.
It's on par with, like I said, I'm a huge woman supporter of, or women's wrestling supporter.
Yeah.
But it's on par. I mean, we should be expected to almost have everything be equal at this point with big matches like that. And as big of an Alexa Bliss fan as I am, I don't think she's getting away.
I think she is.
It comes down to who she's fighting at Mania. She's not fighting Auska because she's already lost to Auska on Raw, and they're not going to do that. Especially if they're not going to put a match on Raw that they anticipate to do for a main event 4 months down the road. Or not a main event, but a WrestleMania title match.
Well, that's what we hope. Usually, yeah, for sure.
But with that chamber, who else are we going to get in there?
Maybe Ronda.
Maybe Sasha.
Maybe Mickey. Maybe Bailey.
Aya. Some of the
usual. There's a lot.
Any
a lot.
Gold standard.
The one that's not going to get in is Brazzers.
Oh, Dana Brooks. Yeah. I don't think she's making it into that one. But anybody that just pops out as soon as we said the names there.
Right away, I think Sasha, Bailey, Alexa Bliss.
That's a lot of names.
No, if for the thing.
Oh no, I'm thinking for winning, like.
Oh,
other,
for winning
other than
wise.
Alexa, like,
I thought you meant just
set
for
on
inside.
Alexa defending
For winning, Alexa Bliss.
You're set on
think
Alexa?
she's keeping
Yeah,
it?
I think she's keeping it.
What about you?
I think they're gonna go maybe in the direction of, Sasha Banks.
I was
maybe
just gonna
taking
say,
it. If we don't get Ronda in there, because I still think we could get Ronda in there. And
Ronda could get in there and she could get the belt.
her and Auska, or maybe we get Sasha Banks and Auska rematch at WrestleMania, but this time Sasha with the title, and then, like you said again, maybe telling that story because she's never been able to defend the title.
Yeah.
So would that be a
Maybe
thing?
that's the story.
Like,
yeah,
you know,
she's not ready for.
That's a good point too.
Totally see
is a
that.
good point. That is a really good point.
And if she could overcome that, what a huge win for her, right?
Yeah.
When is Auska going to lose?
To defend the title successfully and to
down the line.
beat Auska.
I agree, but
She's
when
not
is
gonna lose
Auska
at
losing?
Mania, that's
When
for
is she
sure.
losing?
She's not losing.
I don't
at
know.
Mania.
We'll see what happens. I guess we got to see who she's tying up.
I don't know.
I think Sasha's a good answer though, honestly, because I don't know if it's just the last 2 nights, but I feel like she's getting a different kind of push.
Oh, yeah, she put in some
strap,
work in that
something
Rumble
like
match.
they're
Yeah.
feeling Sasha, whereas Bailey wasn't even on the show tonight, which we didn't even touch on.
Yeah.
But
No, what are they? Absolution, is that them?
yeah,
No Absolution
either. Yeah, it was a pretty good show. I mean, definitely memorable with the 2 good matches between Roman and Finn and,
Yep.
and
Yes.
Sasha and Auska, and the table flip is, as much as we saw it, it's something we're gonna remember. But yeah, thanks for doing this, guys. This has been awesome.
It's actually pretty cool. I'm excited.
We'll definitely be doing more of these.
Much
this
more
one,
to come. Yes.
yeah. Whether this is a trial or this hits the airwaves, we'll see what happens. But thanks for joining in on the Pro Wrestling Look Back podcast, and yeah, have a good one. I'm Nick.
I'm Zach.
I'm Donovan. Stay classy.